Everyone, it's great to be here this morning to present some of Mintel's insight on gut health. This presentation looks at how gut health is transitioning from being just about consumers' immediate digestive health issues towards a solution for total wellness. So, gut health from digestion to total wellness. There are four main sections of this presentation today, followed by a short key takeaways section. We'll look at key trends impacting gut health. Then we'll look at what's going on in terms of fibre as the long-standing foundation of gut health. Then we'll look at trends in probiotics and how they're becoming more strain and health issue specific. And then there's a quick section on postbiotics, which are the latest biotic on the scene. And then, yes, the key takeaways section, looking at what this means for people playing in the gut health innovation space. So, gut health is most definitely a trend to watch. Gut health has always been something that's very relevant and interesting to consumers, but we've certainly seen a lot of other trends that are spurring new innovation and consumer interest in it. We've seen lots and lots of science research into the microbiome, and as a consequence, we're starting to see terminology linked to it appear more on pack, and we're also starting to see greater focus on things like diets for gut microbiome health. One well-known brand in that space is obviously Zoe, but we're starting to see others trickle through, such as this brand here, Bold Protein, that's now not just focusing on protein, but also on ingredients for the microbiome. Fibre maxing is another trend that is making quite some gains in some markets. We've started to see a number of interesting developments linked to consumer interest in boosting fibre intakes. One example of a product that would deliver this is the Fibre Daily Shot here from South Korea that contains indigestible maltodextrin and also chicory inulin. So these current diet trends that are boosting interest in gut health can start to open opportunities for ingredients that are used in functional foods and supplements. Also, we've seen the ISAP's 2026 gut health definition issued. Though the term gut health has long been in use, it's previously not had a scientific definition. And in future, this could inspire greater developments in gut health that are science-based and that deliver true benefits to consumers around these 6 areas of health that they've identified as being the physiological domains of gut health. So digestive health is a top priority for consumers. You can see here that it's among the top aspects of health that consumers would like their diet to support with. So across markets in Europe, France, Germany, Netherlands and Spain, a reasonably high percentage of consumers say they'd like their diet to support with gut health. And that's a lot higher than the percentage who agree they'd like their diet to support with things like mood, weight loss and sleep. So it's a very good space to play in. There's lots of interest in it. Consumers look to the supplement aisle for support with digestive health. There is obviously a lot of digestive health development in elimination diets. They're very strongly linked to gut health. And it is definitely the case that consumers link diet and lifestyle as being the causes of their digestive health issues. So the top factors that UK consumers think are the causes of their digestive health issues include eating and drinking habits, stress, sleep, and alcohol. Though the problems or causes of digestive health might lie with diet, many consumers believe that the solution lies with supplements. So 18% of consumers in the UK who have experienced digestive health issues use supplements to treat them, and that was higher than all other surveyed solutions with the exception of antacids. So now let's look a bit more about fibre as the foundation of gut health. So the science around this is obviously not new. Fibre has long been a long-standing ally of gut health. In many European populations, though, consumers aren't getting enough. There is a fibre gap. And that's one good thing about the fibre maxing trend is that it is actually a social media trend that some could say aligns to genuine nutrition needs in many populations. If the trend continues, we could start to see consumer awareness of fibre extend, and we could start to see their knowledge of the different types of fibres and the specific health benefits linked to them increase. there is also good reason to look at diversity of fibres in products as well as just the quantity. And we could start to see greater opportunity for some of the lesser used fibres, like xylo-oligosaccharides or galacto-oligosaccharides, as consumer knowledge improves around their different health benefits. So at the present time of global supplement launches with a fibre or prebiotic claim, the top fibres are inulin, fructooligosaccharides, and then different seeds like chia, linseed, and psyllium. So we could start to see more developments that focus on diversity and natural premium in inverted commas fibres. So though it's not necessarily the case that natural plant source fibres will deliver superior benefits, many consumers link natural plant sourced ingredients with premium and also with health. Consumers do link naturalness with health, whether it's the case or not. Deeply's Gut Health drink contains a wide variety of plant-sourced fibres, including kiwi, seaweed, baobab and acacia. And then the British Hemp Company starts to discuss different types of fibres on pack. It states that it contains insoluble fibre from hemp and soluble from inulin. So we could start to see more nuanced, complex communication around fibre in future, which obviously isn't helped at the present time by the nutrition labels that we use in Europe. Emerging prebiotics are starting to be marketed as specialised and precision. Whether this is marketing or science is a question, and obviously in markets like the US, some might say they have a much freer reign as to what they can say on pack. But Nutrilead's precision prebiotic, Benacaros, soluble carrot fibre, has been used in Loam's prebiotic fibre formula, which is a 6-in-1, including xylo-oligosaccharides, hydrolyzed guar gum, tapioca fibre, and soluble corn fibre. And then the brand Kapos has launched a human milk equivalent superfood with human milk oligosaccharides, which they claim to be unique fibres found in human milk, carefully selected for their ability to nourish beneficial gut bacteria. So we are seeing some interesting new developments in this area. Fibre launches that are tasty and convenient can also thrive. The well-known, long-established barriers to healthy eating include things like taste and convenience. So GNC's probiotic soft chews, they're obviously more like a sweet format. They contain polydextrose and inulin in a chew format with 2 grams of fibre. And then In Vivo's BioMe prebiotic supplement made from galacto-oligosaccharides claims to be a low-dose format. So it's 2 grams per dose, and galacto-oligosaccharides are often cited as providing health benefits at lower doses than other prebiotics. So they obviously make it easier for consumers to get their intakes of them. Solutions to consumers' immediate digestive health issues will be continue to be sought after. This is a watch out for some fibre products, obviously, because many common digestive health issues might be perceived to be aggravated by sudden increases in fibre or by consuming large quantities of certain types of fibre. Digestive health issues are very common in populations, so around a quarter of German consumers say they've experienced bloating, diarrhoea and heartburn. And this does suggest that solutions to them will continue to be sought after, even though we do see a broader trend towards the gut as a more foundational aspect of health linked to things like immunity, sleep, and brain health. So we could start to see more focus on fibres that claim to be suitable for sensitive stomachs. Some examples of these ones discussed include ones that are slower fermenting, longer chain, soluble and low viscosity. And some examples we see in launches discussing sensitive stomachs or bloating include things like partially hydrolyzed guar gum, tapioca fibre and certain seaweeds. So the US launch uses Irish sea moss and aloe vera gel, and that claims to be for bloat support. And then Bloom Super Green Gummies, again for digestion and bloat support, contain tapioca and chicory root with 5 grams per serve. Though fibre does form the foundation of health, we are starting to see A number of other ingredients emerge in this space. This gut remedy product here claims to bring your digestive system back to neutral with a blend of ingredients designed to flush out toxins and heavy metals. So it's a sort of new version of cleansing or detox, I guess. And they use immunoglobulin protein isolates and L-glutamine. And the company Bactolife is investigating binding proteins for gut health in humans. So there are lots of innovations in the pipeline. The question is, consumers obviously seek solutions rather than new ingredients. So it's also important to consider why consumers should pick one above the other in what is already quite a confusing space. So now we'll look at probiotics. Several companies are starting to promote strain and health issue specific solutions. Again, it can be hard to separate what's marketing and what's actually genuine science innovation. But the gut is being established as the cornerstone of health. Its benefits are starting to come to light. The ones that are not just about the immediate digestive health issues, but also about the many strands of health linked to it. 16% of US consumers say they know a lot about how their digestive health impacts other parts of health, and an additional 34% say they know a little but are interested in learning more. So we could start to see brands look beyond the gut immune axis, which has long been used by brands like Yakult, towards other links between the gut and health, like skin, brain, or even, say, oral health. We are starting to see these trickle through in NPD, often in regions other than Europe, where it's, again, possibly easier to do so. One challenge with linking the gut to strands of health that consumers might think are unrelated is that many consumers look for tangible, immediate benefits when buying supplements. You might get that with fiber or, say, with caffeine, which are not related to digestive health. But will consumers really see a benefit that they can attribute back to supplements if they're buying, say, a gut-skin axis supplement? Brands are shifting communication from being around generic, broad brush probiotic solutions towards those that are specific and targeted. A couple of brands doing this include Smart Strains, which is on the screen, and also Precision Biotics. So this brand discusses that they deliver the right strain at the right time. And they claim that their range of scientifically proven formulations are targeted at specific everyday needs, again, providing the right strain at the right time in the right way. And probiotics are linked with a wide range of health benefits in launches. So this shows a percentage of European supplement launches with a probiotic claim that feature other claims. So the top claims are obviously digestion and immunity. But around 1 in 5 launches with probiotic claims also featured a skin, nail and hair claim, which is quite high. At the present time, though, these claims tend to be delivered by secondary ingredients like, say, selenium or vitamin E in the case of skin, nail and hair claims, rather than just the probiotic ingredient itself. So the links are being made, even if it's not actually the probiotics delivering it at the present time. Probiotics are becoming more targeted. So new in inverted commas microbiomes are being catered to by supplements. A couple of examples here include BioGaia's Microflora Balance probiotic supplement for the oral cavity and the throat. And then the US launch here from Resbiotic Nutrition claims to cultivate the gut-lung axis with probiotics that produce short-chain fatty acids that benefit the lungs. So one area that's quite interesting to watch at the moment is the subject of metabolic health generally. We see lots and lots of developments in NPD, which is quite a good thing because we do, certainly in countries like the UK, have massive health challenges linked to it. But we've started to see a number of brands use this strain here, Akkermansia muciniphila. And that one claims to support metabolic health. So Pendulum have stated that it's for sugar and carbohydrate metabolism and healthy body weight. And last year, Danone announced the acquisition of a company involved in the production of this strain. Precision biotics act as targeted food as medicine solutions. We tend to be more traditional with dairy products here than in some other countries. But in Japan, it's not actually that uncommon to link specific strains to specific aspects of health. The product on the right, the yogurt product, uses a specific strain to support fat loss. And then the milk drink, again, uses a specific strain to reduce fatigue and thereby improve sleep quality. So in markets like Japan, promoting specific strains is already much more common than in Europe. Now we'll have a look at postbiotics, which have certainly seen a lot of buzz recently. So the ISAP has defined these as the inactivated microorganisms and or their metabolites or end products. So they're obviously not new as such, but the promotion of them or communication of them to consumers is gaining more traction, which is what's new about this trend. The advantages of them, generally discussed, are that they can deliver the benefits, or some of them, of probiotics, but in a wider range of formats. And despite the challenges of probiotics in many formats, we do see that they are very strongly linked to digestive health by consumers. So almost as many Spanish consumers say they would look for probiotics as fiber if they were looking for digestive health benefits. And we've started to see a number of brands offer combinations of pre, pro and postbiotics in sort of complete or total biotic solutions. Some examples of where postbiotics are being communicated. So these snack bar launches claim to contain inactivated lactobacillus. They also contain prebiotics and are high in fiber. It's a Chinese launch. And then this drink here from Covap is long life milk with postbiotics, which they describe as a bifidobacterium species that's been thermally treated. Brands discuss the postbiotic producing capabilities of probiotics. So again, Japan is quite an interesting market here. So Morinaga's lactic acid bacteria drink, they state that it contains acetic acid to boost energy. And that's obviously delivered through the probiotics that they use in it. And again, another launch from Japan, the yogurt, claims to contain a patented power-enhancing strain to produce exopolysaccharides, which again is another postbiotic or end product of probiotics. And specific postbiotic end products are starting to be called out in NPD. I couldn't find many of these examples on our ingredients database, but the gummies on the screen from India contain acetic acid for weight loss. The center product contains butyric acid for bowel disease, and Holland & Barrett's triple action gut biotic supplements contain calcium lactate, which they state to be the postbiotics. So these ingredients here are obviously end products or metabolites, postbiotics of probiotics, and we're starting to see brands sort of directly discuss them on pack, in some cases bypassing probiotics. So key takeaways, what does all this innovation mean to brands playing in this sector? So first of all is that it's baffling. 73% of German consumers who have experienced digestive health issues think there are too many products claiming to be good for gut health. However, we see 27% of US consumers say they're interested in products with innovative ingredients. And only 21% of US consumers with digestive health issues feel brands do a good job of portraying digestive health issues in marketing and advertisements. So there is quite a lot of confusion over what does and doesn't work and which ingredients consumers should pick. And this is obviously a common challenge of innovation. Consumers currently use supplements reactively rather than proactively. Is this an opportunity that's missed for the supplement sector? So 52% of UK consumers say they take digestive health treatments as soon as symptoms begin, and 31% after they've been there a while. Very few are actually doing this proactively. They don't see supplements or digestive health treatments in a proactive or preventative light. Consumers are very much focused on symptoms rather than thinking about the gut as a system to maintain. And in future, we could start to see the various different health and nutrition tech and AI developments taking the guesswork out of supplements. Though some digestive health treatments might deliver tangible, noticeable health benefits, many of them don't. And this is a key challenge to supplements generally. 56% of UK consumers find it difficult to know if a digestive health product is taking effect or if the symptoms just ease naturally. And there are lots of products on the market that are being developed at pace, and in future they might start to be able to offer personalized advice and confirm the efficacy of ingredients in ways that consumers can't identify just by tangible benefits of supplements. A couple of examples here include obviously Zoe, and then also companies like Gut ID, who are providing actionable reports with microbiome health scores using AI-powered analysis. There are obviously lots of challenges to these kits, because just as consumers might be worried about whether supplements work, they're also quite concerned about all of the various different AI and tech-driven devices and whether they themselves are trustworthy. So it's an issue and solution in its own right. So what does this mean? So we could start to see a shift away from generic towards targeted precision solutions. This is the case for probiotics, prebiotics, and also a greater degree of targeting with things like the end products of postbiotics. There is a general stretch going on whereby digestive health is no longer seen just about consumers' immediate gut health issues, and it's taking on a more whole body approach. So future launches can focus on impacting the gut's connection to other aspects of health, say brands like Yakult have long done with the link between the gut and the immune system. Could we start to see gut skin, gut brain, and other aspects of health linked to the gut more closely targeted by supplements? There is a lot of confusion and also skepticism, not just with gut health, but generally with supplements. Consumers are looking for solutions and not necessarily just new ingredient innovations. Tech-driven devices in future hold potential to remove some of the guesswork from aspects of consumers' health. These could filter out products that are misleading or don't really add value in a way that consumers might have hoped. So all the tech that's being developed holds potential to enable the move from generic gut health products to ones that are high precision and data informed. Just before I end, I would just like to discuss Mintel's concept generator tool, which is Spark. Now, this isn't new. Many of our clients have long been using it with great success. But most recently, we have paired it up with our Black Swan product, and this uses social media listening to underpin the concepts it develops. So our Black Swan product uses social media listening, and it feeds into our concept generator, which is quite unique. If you'd like to learn more about our new Black Swan powered Spark concept generator, or indeed about this presentation and a lot more about Mintel, please do scan here. Otherwise, do get in touch on email if you have any questions. And thanks ever so much for listening. Hope you enjoyed the presentation.